So I come again at this May 30, 2015. I am needing, forgive me please, certain moments to think about other situations around. I worked through so much, and somebody was saying, okay, but how is the moment for this, and how is your state? My state is in the need of Adonai to making what He is going to do. My reality is who I ever were, and I will always be. Another shadow of a staging of 28,204 10 hell abominable freaks, witches that generate Sodom and Gomorrah, staging whatever might move all over and taking one a peek, or picking each a selected, a divinatory, the generation about what's my next move around what I will do, guessing up what will be the possibilities, like any bruja reventada adivina degenerada del infierno, which everyone is, called expertise of Christina Gishner, and she totally involved. For everyone to saying, oh, he's doing what he says, and he's doing what she said. Oh, he's doing what they are saying, and he's doing what they are making us do. Today he's going to be in jail. And like with the function keys of the laptop that turns to say, no, we are also making him say that, and he doesn't recognize it. 12 perros degenerados of Sodoma saying, oh, he's going to figure this out, that. Ah, what's the matter to you there? I'm going to tell you one thing. This is a very day, and this is a very moment. And I'm sorry, Shabbat Shalom, Israel. Shabbat Shalom, Chilesh. I'm so sorry. Have to clear from this very moment, in this very day, that the clear fact of these freaks of hell, which starts to say Bamo, saying that they have the rights for the making, and saying that I gotta be internated for what I say, and how dares to say this and how dares to say that and the other. And get freaks to reventada porquería, making the same all over. Perras playing the authority of the lords of the land, kidnapping and murdering people, and raping people, and making forgery, and saying that I gave them my accounts, and everything is in them, and also the videos, and also poetry and photos, and the signings, and songs, and singings, and saying, we've done it, not him, still, perras, del infierno. And turn to making up with Kirchner, which Perra first of all turns to completely supporting this all, and Perra's Crias turns to say we're going to be fed of my life. Sodom and Gomorrah. And playing to the slaughterer for the taking the control in the main. Oh, have you seen? And evangelics have been giving us everything we need. And actually there are victims, but the heads, I'm going to put them in hell, which gives them deliring and saying the same the generations all over. And so to saying that I signated them, these perras, well, I never signated, never gave them, and never were in no place but in a cider, uploading my files, which are in Google Legals and at the hands of Iran and the governments of US and Israel. And some spies. So is the reality of this, like to putting in clear much further, the certain clear fact is, Temeches, the precious I love ever, and the preciousest I love so ever, the preciousness of my heart needed I to say something about Temeches. This is the reality that I never stopped to being damaged and destroyed. If every day of witchcraft, every second, every minute, every moment, obsessed perras, Policía Federal Argentina, Fuerzas Armadas Argentinas, Evangelistas Unidos Kirchner, and perras UNASUR, and hold, yo soy amigo de la presidenta, yo soy amigo de Aníbal Fernández, yo soy amigo del señor militar, making that the generations they once have of me and my people. And a witchcraft obsessively, every day saying they're going to be me and not I. And evangelistas de mierda supporting this reality, saying God's speed. And evangelistas de mierdas, brujas de cuarta, trying to say that I guessed enough. And I don't want to work. I seek opportunistic trials. Te voy a poner en el infierno y vas a entender lo que significa justicia y juicios. Y de ahí no sale ninguna. So in the middle of the soul, and there are happening still situations that Christina Kirchner are praying, and at the first, she sent to be done. I remember clearly, this is a state in which shall keep for the house to be in order. And we cannot be pouring all over the clothes, right, at the whim and at the sun for everybody to see. So let's keep this for the well of us, and who doesn't do is betraying the pattern, and it's going to be until opportunistic beware, perra. So manipulating and covering and making infrastructure for everybody to be silent, and silencing, and suppressing, and running, and disappearing, and destroying, and murdering, and genociding, familiciding, and slaughtering. So suddenly happened that International Criminal Court opened 28,000 offices in Argentina, and the 28,000 offices were all closed for the reason of murder, which start to say that I sent that to be done, that I will be a psychopath. And Christina Kirchner sent them to be killed, saying that they were attempting against the patriot for the reason we're taking the business away. Narcos, prostitution, pedophily, and Sodom and Gomorrah magic rosar all over the world. And I were for needing medications because of I were saying what they were doing and denouncing names and every fact and showing it. So in the middle of this soul, perras del infierno keeps on making the same all, everyone. Y perras del infierno keeps on producing, gracias Papa, perdóname Adonai. The same class about a generation so long, and this is non-stopping yet. So in the middle of this reality, we kept on suffering the same old class of things, where 1,287,405 officers of law, which were respectable and honorable for International Criminal Court, saying that they will be enough. Whoever International Court of Justice in the United Nations wanted to put in, that there nobody can or could coming above the government of the Argentina, they would choose, and what they choose is lacra de mierda, reventada prostituta, reventada psicópata criminal, just like the first, Christina Kirchner. And are the same class. And sending to murder people for whatever the term, for whatever the reality to say about them. Pour it over, use the treasure to the patriot and dialos. I'm going to put her dead and hold the lascar and cria of her, with her, for justice, and I'm going to make it. And sooner. So what the reality of the soul, the supposed threat and menace, which they are, perras psícopatas, playing the mandatory, the president lady and the government hotels. On the clear fact of this, I remember that we're people of the forces, and I were fighting, and I were helping people here, and fighting the trends to raising something which will remain like a front line for bearing and dealing the shit. And cristianos evangelistas de mierda, bunch of perra sucia reventada Christina Kirchner, y perros degenerados milicos, like always were and still does, delaring like they will be only the ones to determine what will be of God and how will be the God thing. and destroying them and destroying us all, with the whole manipulation and the whole degeneration state still as they guideline forever. Pray credo che arriva a cabrera con them bodies. But murder! Genocider of 728 million persons in the whole of the world, and 50% of them all keeping in the pocket sending to rape and murder, as Jewish as whoever related on my person. And I am the murderer, even if. Y los voy a poner a todos detrás, perritas del infierno. So in the middle of this, in Blair Revesiriskov Levechlachachal, Mermov Levechlaki Vishkov Levechtachaima, and Blevechiriskov Levechtachaskov Levechlakiha at Masashmet. And the clear fact of this, the libertine too, there were people of the forces raising their contention for persons on the black code of Néstor Kirchner, Cristina Kirchner, Ejército Argentino, Armada Argentina, CIDE, y perrastazos reventados Sodoma Argentina, about to whoever to be raped inside the forces, for they to have healed, and contention for healing, and for there to putting orders and justice about this old mierda degenerada that Cristianos Evangelistas Unidos were supporting there to be, permanently, and still does. So in the middle of this reality, turned to keep on doing the same, and over those days, I were helping for the reason of who I am and the context about my person, and living to a lot of people that worth to leave before they be murdered. So I were making a move, and perras prostitutas reventadas Kirchners y pedófilos Kirchners, with perras evangelistas y perras Sodom y Gomorrah, telling that I were helping to rent criminals. So there were for about a number of 5,904,000 persons that used to be inside the pretended forces around, that were murdered for about 4 months while I were trying to putting them out for Security Council, United Nations International IDRMC Anti-Terrorism, for the PRMCDM World Council, and for Interpol, which came inside and made them all abominable shit as well, until the trying to destroy the whole complete, which still shit like them remains around. So in the middle of this all, started to make the whole of the degenerations and the learning and making up any class of shit with them bodies. Sodoma 666, Gomorrah 666, Kirchner Sunasur 666, and the whole of the world, for there to claim that we have the control and we have the domain. And producing the whole of the destruction and murders and the trials and allegation and time up over making waste time to the institutions of justice for the getting until where we got. Like everything we're doing, manipulating, groping, justice, law and people and churches and benches and rabbi, and everything is government world around. For having the time up, for the strategizing, disappearing, murdering, and making ruining, like a cancer eating everything at the way. Perras infernales. So in the middle of this all, with the delirious and the fever of being government of the world, and commanding and being the whole of the states and whoever and whatever to breathe, worth, values, wealth, fame, stars, gold. Making a market of us all, perras degeneradas Kirchners, oficialismo, perras degeneradas aledañas, cultura de mierda étnica de perras de Sodoma y Gomorrah, and its United Evangelics, making permanently the same, and saying that we will die because of they will be the word. So then those people were murdered with axes while they after them watch in the forces went to sleep, because of they were about to live and work in other places and being people of wealth. For tazos degenerados reventados cannot tolerate somebody to be making them shadows. So in the middle of this all, and I'm sorry the words again, I have a very lousy moment and a very terrible day. Suddenly happened the clear fact of this, that Christina Kirchner said this to be done over this same number, I said. And also with forensics, which used to be honorable, and I made them the contact today, the call to work to the International Criminal Court and the United Nations, to the WHO, scientific forensics criminalists, for making the right job and work. Not shit like here with the Department of Youth. Naturally, shit. So in the middle of this reality happened so much other. All through the largest ever years, I walked through this custom nation with getting not reaching out nothing because of obstructed everything and just getting to this point saying, we are going to do to it, come on, we did to it. While raping our people and taking and capturing our people, kidnapping for rape and murder. Maricas reventadas federales, milicas reventadas Sodoma, and whole Adelacricas Shahini, evangelizing murdering our people with accesses. I'm a friend of Christina Kirchner. And you're going to pay well for what they've done to us. Well, our diablas reventadas de Sodoma y Gomorra, profanas brujas reventadas with evangelical and an anointed trouser for rape and murder, paying for what has been done to them. Perras del infierno. Attacking Rabbi and attacking people of mine, Jewish all over, UNASUR, especially Argentina, saying that for compelling me and for helping me, and third saying that in the faith I will be the beast, but the thing of the faith is exactly what they pretend is to be, recognizing I am not. And Barras Evangelistas Unidas are exactly that, saying that the Lord, the Diantes Diablas, ain't not going to be embarrassed. My God, which owns me, and my God is the real creator. Kadosh, Kadosh, perdón para los términos, Yahweh, Avinu Malkeinu, Eloheinu, Kadosh, Kadosh, Adonai, Melech. Yeshua HaSaret, Melech HaMelachim, Mashiach HaElah HaChai, Ruach Elohim, Elohim, El-Chai, Elohim. And in the middle of this whole, I didn't become a Jewish Barras. I've been burned. And for you to understand, I've been burned Jewish. The problem is that you think you had a God and you thought God will show you something. But you are demons with the bottom of victims. Barras. So the reality of this, and forgive me the violence again, I don't end my journey yet. And I am with a very sick feeling about them all. And I am not resting. Forgive me, please, I'm sorry. So what the clear of this, just coming through this all through this large walk, through this beyond years, I just came around here with no cannot get out or have any reach about something to put me out, and everyone that wanted to help me being murdered. Kidnapped, robbed, raped, murdered. Like today, Policía Federal Argentina. Quietitos ahí no se muevan porque los quemo a todos. To Rabbi and to Abbasi, Amia and to companies of Jews, to robbing them, saying that has rights to do. Policía Federal Argentina, and like this much other, and not good people. Shit of brain, Carnival, Cabrera, Anacondia, and also Prefectura Naval Argentina making the same in civil. So in the middle of this all, pretending to incarnate me and putting me in jail, offense the president and third offensing the chiefs of police and federal police of Argentina, and we come to do something, and it's mediation, and we got to talk to the mother, and everything that she has in place, we show that it's somewhere, and this is the order for registration of place. Barra Gomorra saying that they are going to be mean, and saying that 20 million of maricas y prostitutas reventadas, Sodoma y Gomorra, the whole them were me, my identity, my only position in Intel, and all through the whole I worked, inside this place, in this house, in everything I use, in everything I've done, in everything everything I sing, I write it, I thought, in everything I express, I take it, I record it, and whatever I tell, even if intestinal gas, should I say, one of my 15 were the 20 million maricas reventadas prostitutas. That. Only one. So a crowdy rectum of Sodom and Gomorrah will be my natural biologic metabolic state. Sorry, forgive me for the grotesque and rude. Because of us, not because of la gradiada. So, רבות לב חלכי לשכום את בית מחל, חלקים מבנחל, מסכת שלם, גיבות לב מחלם, גיבות לב חלכי שחלים. And suddenly are around murdering Jews with access sent by Cristina Kirchner and Aníbal Fernández, oficialismo Argentina, presidencia de la nación, which are squatters, illegitimate perras criminales, the same milicas, the remaining of maricas reventadas de Sodoma, y perros degenerados, Sodoma y Gomorra, Fuerzas Armadas. And the most that produces this are evangelics that goes with a spray, a lighter, and to burning our people, and also if they can, acid. And also to the raped ones, las perras, because of I speak and I do what you didn't know, because of evangelics said that I can have nothing at all and do nothing because of I don't work and I didn't bend on and I didn't do what they said, but also I have to be a demon that I cannot get there in for they to keep me in for you to please your trousers. Perras de Sodoma y Gomorra y maricas Kirchner. Perras abominables. Then in the middle of the soul, and I'm sorry you can the violence, my people is being destroyed all over, and threat and menace to destroying the world if I will ever make a move sometimes. But I'm going to bury them where they got to be forever. And keeps on saying that I offend the government, and I am offending and damaging the nation, so everybody got to be arrested, whoever to even think I am right by what I say. And the reality is, but at this not like it's medication internation, it's still around all the time, all the day, like crías reventadas de Sodoma. Oh, let's come beside of the one of the liars. Maricas pendejas de Sodoma. En el medio de la calle, Buenos Aires. Y las perras acá. Do you think, how can possibly something like that? Can you understand this? Can you understand what this is happening about? What this is all? Can you understand something around? Can you get the reality of this? How can possibly? So in the middle of this reality, this is happening in the whole UNASUR, but especially here. And permanently with. Oh, court bodies from all of the world that's fighting against the terrorism. Let's bring everybody. Like Libya, like Lebanon, with France, which is not France, are Sodom and Gomorrah like this. And much other. And trying to help the situation, Mr. President Barack Obama, implicated and accused of something he never done. And in the middle of this all, maricas reventadas of this from all over the world to raping our people here and making a party of Sodom and Gomorrah. Men's, women's, families, marriages, kids, mothers, fathers, everything we're okay. Oh, you are not work for us, little girl. Boom. It's not working. The F word. But whenever that's 3, 4, and make open, we can get everything in. We gotta open. And this is not something I have the idea of the prostitutas reventadas, trying to say that I am schizoidly, psychopathically, depravedly, sexopath, which the bodies of them are, y malditas prostitutas reventadas bajas, considered of mental health, are gonna die with. Que se vayan a fornicar con 5 a la vez para ver si les calientan un poquito la histerestanita
reventada de pudrición que ya no les sirve ni siquiera para pensar que puedan llegar a ser con un poco de decencia y un poco de bien humano. Perras infernales, borda de arpiniato y cuerpo médico forense. With the pardon of you. So in the middle of this all, and blebe halachidisciples fokmat lecha halchanim, repot lecha vasechkia blevasecha halak, almefesimav. And were permanently destroying my people and all around me, with this class of a trivial perras de general skirsners. Because of health sin, and because of offense of the government, and because of our telling him and help him to run to the government, mutilating people, and still does and still does, because of things that I wrote them. And I will carry with this whole harms and damages and destructions, saying that I will be guilty for easy sacrifice, for the ones and others. Los voy a matar a todos, Sodoma. Pedazo de tazos reventados van a morir pronto. Y te sepultaste vos, pedazo de tazo reventado. No me sepulté yo. Te voy a matar y voy a disfrutar de la muerte de cada maldita marica reventada, con uniforme creído de macho recio, pedazo de tos del infierno. Y toda maldita taza reventada acá. So in the middle of the soul, and forgive me, okay, and not even saying the term, but understanding what I say. I'm sorry, Papa. Sorry, Israel. Sorry, Justice Bodies, Your Honors, Mr. President. Beltlechidismo, tlebechalachidismo, dachti, babaktacha, avasvashela, dagamasef. En remoplechachalachadismo, nanachlaim. Sechot ledeskides karmanachlak, shat, maavamas. Imblevechalekobachla, shemeim, imavati. Repoplecha de sechiskot levechmachalikinim, bamaamasef. Mishlimi tachnivan. And we're always evangelistas unidos, and always evangelics supporting witches, rapists, murderers, genociders, forgers, criminals, all classes, saying they had to make in the goddamn army of destruction, saying that they will never get the payment because of they were attached. And Hashem said, you, gran ramera, perro del infierno, al infierno donde van a ir por la eternidad, shalom. Y Sodoma y Gomorra por dentro como cáncer en los siglos shalom. Rembo plebechal chabat levisihiskal hadim betlesicha masheba atmataf. The problem are victims, and I'm sick of this already. I'm going to give you a couple of things for you to have clear what I'm talking about. And this is going to remain. Whoever of this perra cuartas to try to obstruct and block, it's going to be this blocked and this obstructed. And we are going to see the truth. This is ORMBN, 2 points. BDRM, CDX, DN, TDM. 9,404 middle, 608 fours. 19 zeros middle, N4138555358, 2 points. Run middle, Asut. This is AZZUT middle. OXTORMCPM point MC131884 middle, CRMTXT, all in small caps until now. Down, F4, big caps, ODX, small caps, RN, format for free, closure, reversed, PRM, middle, dish, back, dot, step, nasdaq, 885, arroba, las penas de mis lágrimas, los llantos de mi alma, el dolor de mi corazón y el sangrado de mis días. Middle, yo soy el que iba a venir y el que iba a dar la realidad de su nombre a la condición de lo anunciado. Por tanto, nombrado fui y presentado fui, y mi deber luché. Middle, Alejandro Mario Blanco, Redemi. Middle, Elishel Eliek, Redemi. Blanco Redemi. Sorry. Middle. D sec voten bouncy for 1 commands middle IDR down F413 equal DMT equal BRM point DMXXXS point DMDRMC5 dual command middle FOS DIN Wood Manter 85 command middle IDRMC point Días de Dolor Santo de mi nombre middle RVODXIDM4143 point MTR point XD 2 points run OSAF. This is ODZZAF 443 point IDRMC middle MTX8551 DMC middle OAK command DIN command 481 point EDX extension. This in Salzmort systems recall BRM in F6. It's gonna work with any of the tools as last as I gave. Just be precautious about using a unit that doesn't have no identification of no one. Be careful about the nets. You understand what these barracks and farmers are doing, and I'm sorry the terms, I'm sorry my violence. At this May 30th, 2015, this is already May 1600 to 1700, and I'm sorry my violence. I am not doing all right. I have been denigrated, trampled, destroyed. I have been genocided. I have been suppressed, mutilated, decimated, croaked, ruined, slaughtered. My people were raped, destroyed, murdered constantly. I never rested, and were premeditating and making and arming every class of Ashia squatters in institutions playing government for making these abominations, and a lot of helpers playing the right of judgment and saying that they will ever worth it and they have rights for and are abominable all over. I have been a lifetime suffering this in conscience since 2000 and especially 2003. And I want to put them all in hell, and I'm going to do that. And there's to keep on saying that they will come to my house to put me supposedly under arrest, while it will be supposedly internation for they self-decommense, and I will need medication. And I'm going to make them die, even in front of the door of my address, and forever shall I. And they're to coming for my friends to make them disappear everyone and raiding Amia, and trying to kidnap Amia and keeps on destroying Ravi, and trying to murdering everybody, to saying that they are going to be Israel, and they are the kingdom of heaven, and they are going to be me, and doing what I do, and that they owns and has rights to possessing, and they done, and not I, and I will rob them all, and kept on robbing everything that they done, which is exactly what I am and I done, because of this that they didn't allow me to be and do. And this is not only with me, but especially me. They recognize my name and they know who I am. A lifetime of this shit. Already this goddamn land is going to suffer the forever death. Another is going to take victims in innocence and the worth from. But the goddamn land with the breed of it is going to go to hell. Shut up. And also, felonier, perras van a morir pronto. Sorry people, forgive me your honors, Mr. President, Justice Paris. I'm sorry, Melech. Love you. I'm sorry, baby. Love you so much. I'm sorry, Israel. Zion, Mishpach.